Streets get ugly, yeah, I seen it. Please believe me, I be tucked. Don't like smoking, last so long, so I keep sipping on this cup. Don't crave attention, just to mention I be chilling in the cut. Glass got empty, now I'm searching through my wallet for a $1 bill.
Good morning. That was sad. Let's try that again. Hi. Good morning. Yeah, that's still pretty rough. It's just one of those mornings, a no motivation kind of morning. I saw someone say the other day that this has circaloids in it. And I was like, how much though? Sugar. Oh yeah, it does. So it's the last ingredient though.
Back to the basics, been a lot of things, but I never been basic. Run around bases, came from the basement, never been shameless. So
We all know I love a full body Friday. It's simply the best workout, and I'll admit this training day takes a little bit more energy than your standard upper body or leg day, which is why I love doing them on Fridays since I have a little bit more energy with the weekend starting.
good time when we ain't stressed out, just good wine. When I look in the mirror, I look fine. Good people, times, and good wine.
Life is constantly changing, and as I share my journey to finding motivation and offer tips in hopes that you find it too, it's important to remember that consistency is essential, but balance is what truly leads to success. And I know that may not be the sexiest thing to say because we all want to see results and make sure that the work we're doing in the gym is paying off, but I see fitness as my playground, a place to try new things, fail, and even laugh at myself because I don't know what I'm even doing in there sometimes. Life, which is inclusive of our fitness journeys, can't be all work and no play. And when you find that sweet spot of balance, you'll be surprised how much easier it is to stay consistent. I'm not even gonna lie, the past few weeks I've been struggling to get my water in, so be better than me, drink your water. I just wanna say, I don't know if it's the pink blush, which is CoverGirl True Blend. This is literally Miss Old and Faithful right here. It might be the pink blush, it might be the pink fit, but I feel like I'm in my pink girl era. And I might just do like a little extra blush because of it, because like, why not? I read a quote that said, "The more you pour, the more it flows." And I couldn't help but think, the more you pour, the more it flows. Yeah, okay, that's easy to say, but what about when I'm running on empty, working for 12 hours straight, or studying for an exam with nothing left to give? So through my instant doubt and little faith that I had in the author, I tried it. The more you pour, the more it flows. I would say this to myself every single day. Then all of a sudden, I had the energy to study for 1 more hour. I had the energy to wake up before work and go for a walk. We tend to think, I'll give more when I have more. But the way it works is it becomes more as it's poured. So don't wait for the perfect moment, just start pouring. Consistency is key even when it's tough. Just like a flower, the more you pour, the more you'll grow. Now let's go pour some oil on those gears and make it happen. Welcome to Alaias' TED Talk book recommendation. Let's get it, let's get it. If you're not reading, I don't know what you're doing. They are so motivating and inspiring. I feel like every time I pick up a book or even just listen to an audiobook or even a podcast, who is is that? As I was saying, every time I pick up a book or a podcast, I just feel so motivated and inspired. And I feel like it gets me to like get out of my little Alaias bubble and just think bigger, broader, and just have a better perspective overall is what I'm trying to say. The first book, I try to read this literally every year, and I try really hard to live by it. Not saying I do live by it. I try. Keyword attempt. It's called The Four Agreements. I just think it's such an easy read and a great book if you're looking to get more grounded. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. I don't know what else to say about it. It's a great book and you should read it. Then we have The Purpose-Driven Life. This is more of a Christian book. Just throwing that out there. You don't have to be a Christian necessarily to read it. I think it does give you a good perspective of God as well. What I've gotten the most out of this book is that God has just uniquely crafted all of us. Like, we're all different shapes, sizes, colors, personalities, everything, and he crafted us that way for a reason. And to me, it's like, this is how you can find what your purpose is on earth. It really helped me find that out, at least. So hopefully it'll help you too, girl. And then my mom actually got me this for Christmas this year. I just started reading it. It's one of the mini books that I'm reading at the moment, so I will update you guys on if I like this, but Brene's been preaching to me, okay, and it's not even Sunday. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I feel like a lot of people have read this book, but it is good. Then last but not least, we have Atomic Habits. I can't recommend this book enough. This book right here, if you are looking to improve your habits for productivity, for time management, and like real ways that stick, this book right here. This book right here. Listen, all I'm gonna say is if you're not motivated, read this book. Read this book right here. You can walk away like, all the habits, all the bad habits gone. All the good habits stay. All of these books, I love them. I love reading. I love podcasts. I love just getting information and knowledge filled into my brain. But I will sum up all of these books by, you can read them, you can listen to the podcast, but if we don't apply them, like, application is number one. I just want to stress so badly how important it is. Yes, read. Yes, fill your brain with so much knowledge. Put yourself in places with other people that are going to motivate you and inspire you, whether that's on social media or in books or in real life. But if you do not apply what you learn, you might as well take the trash and throw it in the garbage because it's pointless. It's pointless. So I've been working, and I say all of this because I'm trying to work on this myself. You're not in this boat alone, okay? I literally got called out yesterday because there's something I put on my 2023 goals and I haven't been doing it. And I said, you know what? It's the effort. The effort is all that matters. Anyways, I hope this helped. How do I find motivation, and how do I stay motivated over a long period of time? Motivation is a tricky little thing because a lot of us believe the results we want are on the other side of motivation. If I could just find motivation, I'll be happy. The problem with that is you don't find motivation, and we can't rely solely on motivation. Just like the seasons, motivation comes and goes. So the question we have to ask ourselves is, knowing I'm not always going to feel motivated, how do I still accomplish my goals? If there's one thing I can promise you, it's that motivation will come and go. It's fickle and unpredictable. But when we commit to the process, we're not relying on motivation to carry us through. Instead, we're putting in the work day in and day out to make progress. A goal is a process you want to achieve, but a routine is the system that leads to those results. Goals are hyper-focused on the destination, while routines are embracing the journey. I like to think of this as change the route, not the fruit. For instance, if someone has a goal to lose 10 pounds, most people make a plan to eat healthier and increase their workouts. They accomplish that goal with the results being 10 pounds down, temporarily. until they put the weight back on because the habits of eating unhealthy or not getting an adequate amount of sleep haven't changed. The weight, which is the outcome or output, will always go back to being the same because the system or input didn't change. So instead of focusing on a result, it's way more effective to focus on creating a routine, setting clear and realistic goals, and developing strategies to stay on track, even when motivation is lacking. And as you can see, the rest of this day was pretty chill. I just did laundry and worked the rest of the day. So with all of that said, let's end this video with a quote from the book I highly recommend. The seed of every habit is a single tiny decision.